FPS. All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Planet Xbox episode 132. This is a special Merry Christmas Eve edition. I am back. Yes, we didn't do a show last week. I think I streamed High on Life. But we'll probably likely be back, next weekend. I think it New Year's Eve next Saturday, right?
Probably so. Shit, that
Right.
should be off then too, man. Like it's like
Yeah.
yeah, like I
Yeah,
want to get back up on here.
yeah. Well, you know
Oh,
me. I'm supposed to work every other weekend,
yeah,
but
every
I'm
weekend.
gonna see if
Yeah.
I can get it. I'm gonna see if I can get that Saturday, like switch a shift or something. Start late.
Well, I am your host, the best spot kid Smooth. I have NickBanks here, and then we got Sad Boy Blue making his rare appearance back on the show. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, it's good to see Death Grips. I mean,
Yeah,
Tori. Oh, But yeah, everybody. I mean, we've been playing these games. I know I have been
Yeah,
playing these games, especially a lot of the Xbox lately.
yeah.
But
I,
I don't
s-
know, Smooth. Have you been playing DMZ on that Warzone 2.0?
I haven't been playing
Pretty good.
Warzone or Call of Duty. I haven't even scratched the surface in Call of Duty. Yeah, it's probably something I'm going to play during holiday break. I am on vacation, so I'm probably going to be playing a lot of video games, putting out more content while I got the time off, and obviously spending time with my family. But there's going to be like these pockets of time where I'm able to get things done. We're gonna talk about no, obviously the games we've been playing, so we don't have to scuttle down to like what we've been playing. We'll get to that this episode. We're talking about the games we thought were the best of 2022. I'm gonna give obviously, Sad Boy, you're gonna give yours. Nick, you're gonna give yours. I'll give mine, and then we could just try to put together on the fly an overall list we can agree with for the show. I still got my separate personal video I'm gonna do, which would probably sound like whatever I end up giving for a list today, but I like to do the
exactly.
videos, but we'll try to get like a group effort if possible. But I do want to start off with what like a list of the games that we've beaten for the course of the year. So this has been, I don't want to say it's been a down year for me, but it has been, especially compared to last year. But I think when you round it off, it still was like quality for me. But I'm just curious because that's obviously going to probably play into what we overall thought were the games of the year. Now, obviously, some of those games and those games that are in our lists are games from like other years. Obviously, like because I've gone back a couple times to games from previous years that had got like FPS boosted, or that received like some sort of next gen patch, or games that I just didn't get to play a few years ago that I was able to find some time to. So if you guys ready to talk about that, I want to give a quick shout out to the people in the chat: Ham Solo, Mike Lowry, Jay Gotts. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the share button. We only got 19 people watching, and 7 people hit the like button, which is a shame. You know what I mean? It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. All right. So who wants to kick us off, man? Sad Boy, we haven't heard from you because I want to know what you've been playing throughout the year and what was your final count? Because you usually be naming off games that I end up looking through the Xbox store and have to add to the cart. So
I know, I mean, to be honest, you named some titles that I was interested in that you have beaten. What was that? The Still Rising or something? Was that what it was called?
yeah. I'm definitely gonna talk about that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I wanted to. I was looking at it for like a grip, and I watch you post like some gameplay and everything, and I was like, ooh, like this drink may be sweet. Like I got Mortal Shell. I looked at that. Some places highlighted that recently because I think it's going to be in PlayStation Plus or some shit. Like I already have it bought, so I just haven't put enough time into it like I have done with Elden Ring and everything. The title, I have like such a short list because this year has just been chaotic for me. So it's like my list is like a mix of old, new, whatever. Um 22 the 2022 games beat, like this is like so disgustingly just minuscule compared to last year's or the years before. Like I've just have 10 games beat, to be honest. It was Tunic.
Okay.
I love
I guarantee
Tunic.
you the 10 games you beat are 10 games I didn't beat or play.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. It's just like these. There's some games that like either the appetite is there for me or it's not there for me, or to the point where I can't just get
Exactly.
myself. So that's why I get curious to see what was those 10 games.
Yeah, just this year has just been like, I mean, like you said, for Xbox, it's been kind of like here and there, hit or miss, a little bit bare, depending on what your taste is. So I got Tunic. Tunic was lovely, amazing. It took me a minute because like at some portions of it, I got stuck. Bosses were beating the shit out of me. I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna put this bitch down before I break something. And didn't work, was stressing me out. Then it was Bright Memory. And I remember you got me the demo. I played the demo. I fucked with what I played. I was like, all right, this is all right, all right. Little simple, little shoot 'em up. Simple shit, point, shoot, click, boom, we out. Trek to Yomi. I love the game. I know everybody is just very all over the place. They either up or down, the shit's ass, or it's great, or whatever. The aesthetic, gameplay. At some points, it had me stuck because I was trying to figure out the little, like the like I would just get bombarded with enemies, and that would just be like frustrating me. But I got through. The story drove me through. I loved it. The shout out to the Kurosawa, just like aesthetic that they had with it, the black and white. I loved it. How they did with rain, how they did with the nighttime sections, and just like a lot of that, and a lot of the history. Unpacking. I played that like a little puzzle game, but the story was cool, neat, simple.
Yeah, that was
I
a good
loved
game.
it. Yeah, the unpacking was cool. Like it told a story, bro. Like I was like, oh damn, like I had a little surprise at one point. I was like, oh damn, that's some real life shit. Modern Warfare 2, just like is straight to the point. You know what Modern Warfare is, like all the characters back. Captain Price, you feel me? Ghost, like everybody busting shots, everybody getting hit. Like I was like, I'm fucking with it. Like so that was good too. What was the next one? RE Village, Shadow of Rose, the DLC. Like I guess I'll count that. Like the DLC was fun. Like I was hoping for a little bit more. Like it wasn't as scary as like I was expecting it to be. Like I wasn't like the fucking breaking out in sweats or something. It was just DLC. Shit, I'm just really
We I think we lost your vocals.
when
There
that
you
comes
go.
out. I'm hyped for that. So, my bad. I was saying that like it wasn't. It was just like basic DLC for me. Like it didn't sway me. Like it didn't scare me to death and none of that shit. Like I was like, all right, this is fun, cool little side story content. So like I was like you get to see Ethan though. Like I was like, you get to see my man Ethan. Like you still didn't see, like I think you saw his face slightly, but that was pretty cool. Like I wanted to see his face. Like that was what's up. Callisto Protocol. I know every motherfucker like, yo, when this game dropped, so many motherfuckers was just like upset, just like gameplay mechanics, animations, all of this. Like I understood some of the gripes because I encountered them myself. Where it was pissing me off, I was just like, okay, little heal up animation took like 2 minutes. I was getting bodied everywhere. I was like, bro, what is going on? The ramp up of enemies, like it was like depending on how far you got in the game or certain specific areas, it was just like it was like 100 of these fools, bro. Like I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like so it was just like just bodying me. Like I was just like, what is happening? Until I got my head around the dodge mechanic a little bit better, and like I understood it, and I was just getting adjusted to it. It's a pretty good game. Like I liked where the story went. Obviously, leads off to like DLC or a sequel potentially. I know that they're working on DLC. but the potential, hopefully it goes beyond the DLC and they actually build this into like a franchise thing. I wouldn't mind playing this again. Just to get a little bit more enemy variety would be cool. But I mean, I understand that this is just the start. So Glenn Schofield, super, super cool dude. I love Dead Space, major Dead Space fan. When it went into this, I mean, I expected it to feel kind of like Dead Space, and sometimes it did, sometimes it just definitely did not. And like that's good in itself. Like I wanted to feel like it's its own thing at the end of the day, despite the connections and the DNA and stuff. High on Life. High on Life, fucking fantastic again. Like I was very satisfied. Like I didn't even doubt the jump. Like I really didn't even doubt the game. Like once it came out, I was like, let me get up on this. Like I got to the midnight release. I downloaded it super fast, jumped in it. Gunplay is nothing to write home about, but the story, the Gatling, the Gatlians, the characters, all of that, even some of the bosses, really fun. Like I enjoyed it. Like it was a fun ride. Like the comedy kept me going, the story kept me going. Just you interacting and all of that. Like it was fun. Like I mean, I feel like they should have had a FOV slider for sure, and I also feel that they should have had like some type of auto aim mechanic or something, because like motherfuckers was jumping and diving and all types of bullshit everywhere, and I was like, damn, like, but I had a fun time with that, loved it. High on Life, Squanch Games, like shout out to Microsoft for getting that. They about to drop the bag. But Somerville too. Somerville was dope. Damn, like, hey yo, I'm just saying, like Game Pass had some bars, bro. Like it had bars. Like High on Life, Somerville, Trek to Yomi, Tunic, bars. Like I don't care what anybody says. Those are definitely bars. The narrative behind Somerville, very at some points it had me like kind of lost and kind of upset with the husband, but I got all the endings for the game. And so I was actually really invested into seeing how this like War of the Worlds shit was gonna go down. So I really fucked with that. And then the last that I did beat recently this morning was a Plague Tale Requiem. And I say this with my whole chest, my dog. That game not getting shit, fucking travesty. Like that's trash. Like I don't know if nobody played the fucking game or like they saw it in Game Pass. It was like there's gonna be some ass or what, but the game is phenomenal, bro. Like even if you're playing at like 30, 40 frames or whatever with the shit that helps with the stuttering or whatever, yo, like the story, bro, like King Hugo, all hail King Hugo, Amicia's little brother, like yo, like I felt like I was gonna cry, B. Like I'm not even gonna hold you. Like I really felt her pain. And like the voice actress and the little boy, him voice acting, it was just heavy. Like I was like remembering what it was from the first game to this game to what they're potentially setting up for a third title, bruh. Like I don't know, bro. Like I just don't know. Like they got no awards, bro. Like you understand? They got no respect at that motherfucker, yo. Like I was just stupefied at that shit, bro. But that was my last game of Plague Tale Requiem. If you haven't played the goddamn game, play that game, bro. Like that shit almost had me in tears, bro. Real shit. Real shit.
Yeah. Nah, like I said, you have some quality games. It was 10. You said Tunic,
yeah, just 10 right now.
Tunic, A Plague Tale Requiem, Somerville, High on Life, Callisto Protocol, the Resident Evil DLC? You said?
Yeah, the DLC. Yeah, for Village.
All right. And what am I missing? That was
unpacking.
Trek to Yomi. Trek to Yomi. Yep.
Yeah,
right,
Modern Warfare 2.
Modern Warfare 2.
Bright Memory.
All right, Bright Memory. Okay, cool. Solid list. Like I said, a lot of those games, like I said, some of those games I beat, some of them I haven't even like Tunic I couldn't get into. But that's because I never even liked the classic Zelda games and the games that try to clone it. It's a no go for me. NickBanks, I know you got one of the gems on there. That I know one of the games that are on your list and whatnot. You also had a couple of games on your list that, like I said, that I didn't get to beat yet, but I had interest in.
What are you talking about? Forbidden West?
Yeah, the one you kept pressuring us to play the game.
Yeah, the one that everybody dropped besides Ole Man. He forced himself.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I can all right, so I got Forbidden West. I'm gonna say Forbidden West, God of War.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say that as my favorite games I beat, but I'm gonna go to multiplayer, right? Because it was this game I played, Naraka.
Yeah, Blade Point.
It was in game.
Oh yeah, Blade Point.
Yeah, Blade Point. It was really a good underrated multiplayer. Like, I noticed y'all don't have any picks for multiplayer games. It's one of y'all best games.
Well, I've been playing a lot of multiplayer games, though.
Well, I ain't saying you haven't. I just noticed that y'all don't choose any of them. And I just wanted to highlight that because it got a big, it got a nice sized community, and but the learning curve to playing it kind of turned an average person away. You know what I mean? But it's too intricate to like explain like in one sentence. But yeah, I got that on my list. And games that I got back to, like I went back and played, and I'm only naming the things I beat and enjoyed. I went back and when I got my PlayStation 5, I went back and I played Ni no Kuni 2. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
What else? There's a few games on PlayStation I went back and played. I think it was Ni no Kuni 2 and it was something else. What's that? Shit. I'll get back to that one. But I'm gonna go to the indie games I beat.
Okay.
That I enjoyed.
Okay.
All right. Midnight Fight Express.
Okay.
That's one of them.
I dropped that
really
game.
Good.
Okay.
You ain't like it?
Not like that. I just stopped playing it for some reason.
Yeah, shit, I gotta go back today. Shit, I was fucking with that. I like that one.
Yeah, it was good. Unsold. That was pretty good.
Unsold.
Yeah, Unsold. It was in Game Pass. It was like a mixture. It's like an RPG, but it's like, it's that kind of graphics that you don't like 32-bit, I guess.
Oh, yeah,
like,
yep. Right me.
And you notice I use the term 32. I use 16 to 8, you know what I mean? But yeah, it was pretty good. Them fights and shit. Yeah, it was good though. And Trek to Yomi, of course. I put that in.
Yeah, like it was a good game that I like I said, I dropped. I didn't finish.
Yeah. It was good. I mean, what else indie I played? Death's Door, that of course that was good. That came out this year, or was that last year?
Death's Door was last year.
It was last year.
Was it last year or this year?
I don't know. It was one of them.
It was last year because I think
it was close. Yeah, it was in November.
Cult of the Lamb was this year. So yeah, so Death's Door was last year.
Okay, that's good. Origami 2, they added a lot more features to the game. It was pretty good, solid game. It ain't great, but it was pretty good. So I'm gonna go to the games that I want to play. I got a few days left, or a week or whatever. No, a couple.
Yeah. Nah. We just leaving it at the stuff that we already like played and beat.
Yeah, I mean, so far they're the ones I beat. I just wanted to name the ones I beat. I didn't want to name the ones I dropped.
Yeah. No, that's fine. Like, I just want to know what you was able to get through. So how many did you finish off with?
Well, I named the ones I finished. They are the ones I finished. Like I didn't beat Elden Ring.
No, I didn't count. I wasn't counting. So what was your count at the ones you finished?
Oh, that was I only beat like 12 games this year. I was bad at Yeah, I ain't really do that good like I did last year, but
I know Logan. I think was at like in his 50s, so I know he eclipsed it like
what the hell?
Like,
I don't know where they get the time at, bro. Like I'm working like a dog. Like,
I guess. Go ahead,
Chris, because Chris just joined us.
Oh, yo. Chris in here?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yo, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
what's up,
Merry Christmas Eve.
Yeah, happy holiday, brother.
RV, nigga.
Shout out to Jesus Christ, man. Merry Christmas, man.
Yeah, got that right.
Yes, sir.
You on your way to do some last minute Christmas shopping?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. I'm on the road right now. What's up?
What's up? I hope you ain't driving.
Yeah, I'm driving, but I got Bluetooth on, so.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
For sure.
How many games you beat to date?
This year?
This year.
Shit. I gotta go count it for that. I actually didn't count it, but I think I'm probably around like maybe 26, 27, something like that. 25 or something like that. Yeah. So
that's good.
Yeah. Actually, I'm surprised I even beat that much. I honestly think. Because I was thinking this was actually going to be a low year for me, but when I actually was sitting there like, I beat this game, I beat that game, I was like, because I beat a lot of games on the Switch, I beat a lot of games on PlayStation, so, yeah, and right now I'm playing through Crisis Core, getting the platinum for that, so, yeah, it was a good year overall for games, in my opinion, like, just in general, like, the shit, like, there was a bunch of games that I enjoyed this year, like Xenoblade Chronicles, Elden Ring, God of War, Horizon, Sifu was great. So Splatoon 3, Fire, multiplayer game of the year. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was. Yeah, I don't know my exact count, but I'm pretty sure I'm around like 25, 26. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, no.
So I mean, you be smooth. You should be like 30.
No. If we had like the full panel, it would have been. I think Logan would have been number one. You probably
Logan.
You
like what, like 50 games?
Yeah, but every time he gets in, I was like, all right. So I would have been based off your count. I would have been third because I finished at like 25. So like to go across the ones that I've done, I think Unpacking was in Game Pass at the start of the year, so that's why I was like, I think the first game I beat that game on xCloud. I didn't even install it. Like I xCloud that game. I did the racing with Ryan on xCloud, got the 100% completion on that. I went back and did the DLC achievements for Synchro Hedgehogs 1 and 2. Sleeping Dogs.
Yeah, I got a few platinums like really the big games, right? Like Elden Ring, Horizon, God of War, Ragnarok. I platinumed up my platinum and the Mutationum and stuff like that. But you know what? I think I would have beat more games if it wasn't for Elden Ring, because when I did my PlayStation wrap up, 2022 wrap up, I have 400 hours.
Yeah, 400 hours in that game. And you didn't play Elden Ring right off the bat. You were working on something else. Right? Like when it first came out.
I played it for the first 2 days, and then I caught myself like starting to get addicted to it, and I was like, let me beat Horizon first, because I was still in the middle of playing Horizon. Yeah. I was like, let me finish Horizon first, right? Before I don't complete the game. So I was like, I'm finish Horizon first, and then I'll hop on Elden Ring. But yeah, I was on Elden Ring for like almost 2 months straight. Because
when you were playing it, like I remember when you kind of went and got back to it permanently. I remember you was on it for the like entire time. So because I was peeping your Twitter postings and whatnot, and I remember when you did. That's why I thought you played it. That's why I thought you played it later, but I forgot it came out like, I want to say there was like days apart between that thing. I don't know if it was days or months, but not months. I think it was either weeks. I think the games were weeks apart. Like Horizon.
Horizon was 1 week apart.
1 week apart from Elden Ring. It came out first. It came out first though, right?
Yeah, it came out first. But Horizon is a huge game as well too. Yeah. So it was gonna take me more than a week to beat it. Yeah. So
No, all right. So I remember that.
But Chris said that he had 400 hours in Elden Ring.
Makes sense.
Damn,
I got about 400. I went for the platinum. I got 400 hours in it.
Yeah, no, I haven't even beat the game yet. Like, so I'm still like, that's still on my hit list, like for sure. Like, I have not.
You don't have to put 400 hours in it. I'll tell you that. I beat the game and I ain't got nowhere near 400 hours in there.
It takes about first playthrough. It'll take. I think the average first playthrough, it'll probably take around at least like 100 hours.
Yeah, they ain't bad. They ain't bad. I do that.
So just to continue with my list, I said I did Unpacking, which Sad Boy, no, that was on your list. Racing with Ryan, that ain't on nobody's list. Synchro Hedgehogs 1 and 2 ain't on nobody's list. I went to Sleeping Dogs because it got the FPS boost. Finished that game, enjoyed that game. Actually, really enjoyed it. Elden Ring obviously is up there. A Memoir Blue, that was a Game Pass drop. Did the Godfall on Xbox. I did Liberated Enhanced Edition, Cyberpool, War Dogs. I went back to Assassin's Creed Origins and finished up all the DLCs once it got its FPS boost. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge. Did Shadow Warrior 3 on PlayStation. I did As Dusk Falls, Bright Memory Infinite. Got the 100% completion on both Bright Memory games. Went back to What Remains of Edith Finch once it got its next gen patch, rebeat that game, got the 100% completion. Marvel Spider-Man Remastered for PC. Somebody keep mentioning this game, but yes, I did Tiny Ken, which one of the best games to drop this year. Biomutant, went back to that when it got that next gen patch, beat that game. Awesome game, actually. Asterigos Curse of the Stars. This is a slept on gem. Like the more people who play this game, the more appreciated it would be. It is. But Asterigos Curse of the Stars did that. Still Rising, one of my favorite games of the year, hands down. Like I'm upset at myself that I waited so long to play it, but I got it for a Black Friday deal. Started it and couldn't put it down. High on Life, of course, which is another under a polarizing game as far as what reviews, critics versus actual consumers, is a crazy difference. It's like the reverse of Deathloop, where critics love Deathloop more than the actual gamers did. High on Life gamers love it, critics don't. But it's definitely a highly recommended game. And I wrapped it up with the Callisto Protocol, which at the beginning I couldn't stand the game, but it had elements of the game that kept me playing, story, graphics, and I kind of got around the gameplay mechanics where it became actually manageable, and I was taking it slow. So by the time I wrapped up the Callisto Protocol, the patches were there. Like I was playing more of what felt like a finished product. And that game is like higher on my rankings. Games I still gotta I mean, it's Christmas Eve. There is a possible chance that I could finish God of War or Horizon Forbidden West and Call of Duty. I would like to in the calendar year. I'll have the time to do it, especially Horizon and God of War. But those are obviously off my list because I have not finished those games at the time of this podcast. But yeah.
Nah, see, because like what you said you finished the drink with the updates and everything, with the faster animations and shit. Like I already told you, I was getting clapped. Like, so it was a little bit frustrating, but I mean, just like it was a new game, it looked great, and the shit I just dug, like the feeling of Dead Space with it. So I was just very invested just off that. Like I'm a huge Dead Space fan, so it just stuck out for me, and I just wanted to continue. Like it wasn't playing like how some people hate play a game or something like that. I never hated it. Like I heard a lot of the complaints about it, the slow animation, slow reload animations. I know I was dropped on a lot of those, and like I got like really frustrated and pissed about it, but. Eventually, once I just figured out that dodge, I was good. Like it's like you don't it doesn't feel like a traditional kind of like horror title, because like, you know, as you have less resources in most, and they really make you work for it and everything like that.
Yeah.
This game, it just kind of dropped ammo everywhere. Like, it dropped health everywhere. I was like, all right, cool. Like, it had like a couple weak jump scares that I just kind of read the room, and I was like, yeah, this is gonna happen, because it feels like Dead Space. This is gonna happen. Like, cuz who kept screaming at your face. I was like, okay, Dead Space, thank you. But I loved it. Callisto Protocol. Like, hopefully the next is finished.
Yeah, man. Callisto Protocol, like I said, it had it's and overall, to me, it's a good game. It's a really good game. I think it is better than what is review rated. Now, the one thing I was hating on Callisto early, for a simple fact, I don't like when they change up like the norm of gameplay functions, right? So when I heard that the dodge button, I didn't mind it being melee focused, because I was like, all right, if it's melee focused, I'm probably gonna have an easier time with the game rather than being shooting focused. You know what I mean? Because one of the things about, like, for example, Resident Evil is like, I don't like shooting these sponges, right? And you know what I mean? And ammo is scarce, and I don't really have like a reliable, I can't just go at them, right? And and that's the thing I appreciated about, you know, Callisto. Is like, all right, if it's melee based, then I'm gonna give myself a better time. I'm probably gonna have a better time with the game. But when they told me that the dodge was relied on an analog like Fight Night, and I'm thinking about how much I used to suck at Fight Night with those mechanics, I'm like, oh heck no. I was like, this is not gonna work. And then, you know, in practice, the close-up camera, the field of view, I was like, yeah, the graphics look good and everything, but this is
what Fight Night you talking about? What Fight Night?
So in Fight Night,
all of them different, bro.
It was like obviously the 360 era Fight Night games where you had to like punch and move back with the analog sticks.
Yeah, well, so Fight Night Round 2 was a little bit different than 3. 3 was different than Champion. It was like,
it wasn't Champion, because I haven't played I remember it was like it was among the first ones that came out with those crazy graphics.
Okay, I think Round 3 looked the best because it had like this certain type of camera view, and it was like encounter heavy, if you know what I mean. Like,
counter, yeah. But the thing is, then you have to, like, I remember it being based on the analog, and you have to move the analog a certain direction. Like, if I went to dodge or lean back to the right, I had to move. And the thing is, even though it seems practical, it just didn't work for me. Like, I just couldn't, like, you know what I mean? So the thing is when it came to the and then you also have to punch with the analog stick.
It really depends how responsive it is, because I remember playing like Lost Judgment, right? Like, I played Lost Judgment. There's a whole boxing gym, right? Mini game, but it's actually surprisingly pretty fleshed out. But I think you used the analog stick to dodge and stuff like that. But it was super responsive. So it didn't seem anything, you know, it wasn't an annoyance level or anything like that. I haven't played Callisto Protocol, but everybody says that the dodge is not that great in that game.
Yeah, like it's a learning curve to it for sure. Like it takes some getting used to. It's
not a learning curve, bro. That joint.
No, like once you it's not like in depth, like it's like super deep, but it's like I had to get used to it. That's what I'm saying. It's like I had to get used to it. So it took some learning for me. Like maybe you'll get it just like first try, but it's like for me, I didn't understand how I'm thinking that I gotta go left, right, bob, and like, I mean, joints is catching me, and I'm trying to read what they about to do, and it's like, I don't know, shit. I felt like I was blind sometimes.
Let me tell you though, bro. At first I thought it was me. Like, yo, I suck. Like, why the fuck? Like, yo, every time, and it's like if you get. That's why people were saying when it become like 2-on-1 or 3-on-1, it's kind of hard to dodge because he's so slow and heavy that dodge just it just don't fit It don't fit the gameplay, bro. Like it don't. Like I got turned off by that joint. Like you know
Like
what I
it's
mean?
like I
I
enjoyed it, but I mean, like I get what
no,
you're
it's
saying though. I agree.
enjoyable, but when that part happened, it's annoying, and
Yeah,
then it
hell yeah.
becomes like, can I put up with this? Like you know, and then you're gonna have a lot of people that's gonna drop it because of that, bro. Like
true. Yeah.
Yeah, but it like I said, it got better. I do end up appreciating the game. I will go for the 100% completion. I'm 2 achievements shy. One's a collectible and one's beating it on the hardest difficulty. Now, I did try to cheese that achievement by I played like the second half of the game on like the hardest difficulty. I kept going from medium to maximum, and I was like, if I finish it, maybe I'll get the achievement. That shit didn't work. So I played from start to finish on maximum, which is doable because when I think about it, it's like, okay, the things that really kept it wasn't the game. I didn't find the game hard. It just had to get around the mechanics and pretty much approach the battles. And I don't think the difficulty level is going to change that. Maybe, ammo scarcity, I have to do it, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go back to the game until New Game Plus drops because that's the thing. I don't want to have to like go through the process of getting all my stuff again.
I got a question. Does this game allow you to like for example, like Resident Evil, most encounters, Resident Evil allows you to actually skip most encounters or run through most encounters. Does it allow you to run away from encounters, or are you forced to fight those encounters?
No, like you gotta go ahead and you gotta go smack at them. Like,
yo, what's up?
No. There's some encounters you skip. So I remember running through an encounter and I was like, F it, I'm just running.
Oh shit, I felt like
but some of them it will, because what happens is it'll play a music, right? It'll play sounds. You'll get sound cues when the battle is over. So there's instances where if it's just more so you got to go from point A to point B, right? And if as long as it's not a boss fight, you should be able to, get to the next checkpoint without, fighting anybody. But then you'll get into these areas that are like closed off, where it may not even be a boss fight, but the game is telling you have to clear all the enemies before it lets a door open. Yeah,
before you can progress. So they'll lock a door on you.
So you can't. It's not a situation where you like, for example, Resident Evil. You could probably get through the entire game without fighting anything, with the exception of like the bosses or whatever. Where that no, it's like it's selective. It's like it's scripted. It's scripted moments where you can do that.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up?
What's up,
Yo, what's up, Bless?
What's up? Getting off of sickness. Callisto was cool though. I like Callisto.
Yeah, it was cool. That's what I'm saying. Shit, it ain't nothing that's like it ain't amazing, but I mean it was cool.
I think people just like, I understand the hate, but I feel like people just kept going on the hate train to be cool or some shit. Like,
oh yeah, because they know that Dead Space is coming, so it's like,
yeah.
I'm afraid for Dead Space, believe it or not. But I'll let you guys go. Because I think here's the thing, right? The Callisto Protocol overall was a good game, and a lot of people are riding on. Obviously, we have these moments where it's cool to hate this game, right? But the thing is, Callisto Protocol, sure, it had some like bruises, it has some like flaws in it, some legitimate flaws that people could complain about. But I think for a game, it did some things very, very well, and I don't think Dead Space is going to be able to match it visually.
What, graphics?
Yeah, I don't think.
No, I don't know, bro. Have you? Whoa, hold up here. Have you
graphically,
been looking at the updates?
I'm saying we can see the updates, but in practice, let the full game come out. Let's let the full game come out.
I don't know.
It's not gonna even if Callisto may technically look better. Would it be a better game mechanically? Is it gonna be a better game level design wise?
That I'll say, because I'll say. Callisto is I think it's a really good game. I think it's a great game in some aspects.
I think they went out of whack with the story at the end. I think they kind of got stupid. But I'll let you wrap that. But like, yeah,
I think the boss fights were kind of like were kind of wonky and like not properly designed if you run out of ammo. and
yeah, dog.
and the what I was gonna say, the combat, the combat, the combat was. I think the combat was overall. I like the combat, but I do think Dead Space's combat was better.
Yeah,
but like the like dodging with left and right. Honestly, like halfway through, I just switched to mouse and keyboard. But I wanted to use mouse and keyboard in the first place. But I did a poll on Twitter, and they said like, "Oh, you should play with controller." I usually just play everything mouse and keyboard.
Was it easier to play with mouse and keyboard or?
Yeah, 100. Okay, I'll say it was 100% easier. I mean, it kind of like, honestly, that's the only reason that I like question if I should use mouse and keyboard, because it makes the game almost like not scary anymore. Because I can just instantly headshot. I can instantly do 180s and just shoot whenever I want. It's not. I mean, shit, it's less tension.
I wasn't even scared with the drink. Sorry, like this is like like you said. I don't know how many of these games that we've played in terms of Resident Evil, Dead Space, all of these things is like none of it is really scaring me. Like I've just gotten used to the jump scares and the little how they write these sequences that I'm just like, okay, like then I am just enjoying it for the story itself, really, at this point. Like, cause I'm not getting scared at all. For the mechanically, just like combat wise with Dead Space compared to Callisto, this just goes a little bit deeper with like melee combat, whereas like Dead Space, I mean, you could swing your the rifle at times, or like whatever weapon you had, or you could stomp. This is trying to go a little bit deeper, and I think maybe that's what Schofield was trying to do, just to diversify the games, so people just wouldn't have this. Oh, it's just Dead Space 1.5 or some shit. Looking at Dead Space, like I've been keeping up with the studio updates and all of the things, watching the gameplay, just like I did with Callisto Protocol up the release, and it's just like Dead Space is exactly what I want from Dead Space. Like it looks good. Like if I'm comparing it, just like when you look at Isaac's suit to the weapons and the detail that go into that, like your the cutter that you get has Schofield gun on it, like paying like homage. Like I was like, bro, like that's amazing that you just like that little detail. The Jack Move Johnny said like the guy's face, like Isaac's face, like the model that they used. I think they modeled it after the voice actor who's the actual original voice actor from the trilogy, from the OG trilogy. So that's why he looks like that. I feel like he's
that's the only thing that's a bit weird about
like he's like I feel like, or I'm hoping that how they implement this is that, all right, he's starting out as like this blue collar worker, obviously, and they are mining planets and whatever. In terms of this game progressing through its story, hopefully it shows the effects of the marker on Isaac's appearance, because they said he's going to be taking his helmet off a lot more. He's going to be speaking a lot more. He's going to be having more lines and all of this stuff to flesh out his character and to make him more likable, lifelike, whatever. So I'm hoping that as he descends into madness and like getting close to the marker and all of these things, it shows that he gets the deep bags and his eyes are sunken in and he's all of that. I hope that's where they're going for this, and they just don't have him look clean cut blue collar worker through this entire experience, bro. Like, cause that would be ass. Cause dude's face just doesn't match up compared to what Isaac looked like in the original trilogy. Like, I was really off put by that, but I'm hoping that this is how they go with it.
I mean, yeah, that's the thing. But I do think. Well, going back to Callisto, I do think, in my opinion, I think it's a worthy successor. It's not better, but I still think I still think it's a worthy successor. Like they're continuing on good games. Like,
oh yeah,
even though people may have problems with like how they designed the combat to where it's like more focused on 1v1 versus actually hordes of enemies, you can't say that it's still not satisfying. Like the animation, like all the work that was done within it is still not like it's still very satisfying. Killing enemies never was not satisfying. All the animations, dying in the game always looked satisfying. I mean, sometimes I had like BS deaths, but honestly, once I switched to mouse and keyboard, it was like a night and day story. Like I rarely ever died after that until like the final boss. But yeah,
I didn't even die on the final boss. Surprisingly, like,
I don't know.
I don't know. Surprisingly to it, but I agree with you that the combat felt weighty, felt chunky. Like when I hit the creatures, like it really felt like you was weighing down on them, like slugging them. But
yeah, in the facial capture, the facial animations, they're the best. That was like the best in the business I've ever seen.
Yeah, that should look good.
So, yeah, overall, it's a good game though.
Yeah, I got no issue. Like I said, I had growing pains with that game, the same way that I had growing pains with freaking like Elden Ring and whatnot. But overall, like, yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Now I'm gonna try to put together Planet Xbox 10 best games of 2022. This is not like 10 best Xbox games, just games overall. So just like if you had to put like, now if I can give like, now these games don't have to, obviously you don't have to have beaten the games to like to give it a consideration. If you don't want to, obviously if it's the game you play, from what you played, thought like this is definitely a quality game, you can definitely determine that, and like trying to get to a point where we can all agree onto a consensus a list, which is like, what I mean? I have obscure taste, so if I can get it, my thing is I'll be happy if I can get at least 1 or 2 games solidified in that.
Yeah, same. Same.
That list.
I was gonna say, before we do, can I just run down the games I beat real quick?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All 50 of them.
No. This year I was slow. I was busy focusing on some other shit, so I was pretty slow this year. First game, Crash Bandicoot 4. I think honestly it's the best out of the mainline series. I think it's the best game.
Oh God, go ahead.
I mean,
hold on, are you gonna give a synopsis on every game that you name?
Not really.
Because we didn't even go through every game. We didn't even go. We just said, we beat 25 games and that was it.
No, I was listening. I mean, they gave us synopsis. I mean, Sadboy.
Well, I did. I mean, I know that I didn't beat.
Well, you definitely did, bro.
I came in late, so.
I mean,
yeah, he gave rants and everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Well, I didn't beat.
He only beat
10
games. He only beat 10 games. So.
Yeah. I'm 6, so I'm not gonna talk that much. But yeah, I think it's the best in the series. God of War 2018 on PC. I also beat that with mouse and keyboard. I really enjoyed it. Again, Shadow Warrior 3. I think the game was good. A bit short. Shader stutter on PC, annoying, but
2 was better.
Overall,
Unreal Engine, buddy. Unreal Engine.
Yeah, when they don't actually do their job and actually compile shaders, I don't know why 2022 they're still not doing this shit. Next game, Elden Ring. I think, well, my opinion, game of the year.
Yeah,
I love that game so much. Contrary to popular belief, I do think it's the best Souls type game in my opinion. Even better than Bloodborne. So, I mean, I haven't played many of their specific ones, but I do think it's better, like Neo and Code Vein and shit like that. Next game, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. This game is actually a fucking banger. I never really was a Kirby player before, but goddamn, I ain't gonna lie. The music in this game, playing this shit on PC, it looked beautiful. I ain't gonna hold you. 60 FPS, music, graphics.
You enjoy swallowing people, huh?
Oh yeah,
man.
big mouth mode all the time. Yes, sir. Swallow.
Yeah, he likes playing as a little pink nutsack that goes around slot.
Yeah, swallowing
nah, y'all tripping.
Absolutely.
You gotta pause that.
So that's one of my favorite games this year too. Tunic, I think was a great game.
Yes.
I never like played like the older Zelda games, so I was like kind of new to it. That style, I definitely had to look some shit up because I got confused, but it's fine. That game is really good. Trek to Yomi. Trek to Yomi is, I think it's the definition of mid. I think it's okay at best. I gave it a 5 out of 10. I think it's the definition of mid. I mean,
I loved it, but yeah,
it's
but
a serviceable.
You love Tunic. God.
Yes, Tunic is absolutely.
All right, I love both them things. Jones was fire.
Trek to Yomi is very formulaic.
Yeah,
and it runs way too long. Another thing, I mean, it's a beautiful game, but yeah.
I agree with that part. It was kind of like, yo, I ain't done yet. Like I thought I was done. But,
yeah, I was like, what the fuck? TMNT Shredder's Revenge, yo, this game, probably one of the best indies I played this year for sure. This game is fucking amazing. I'm not.
Which one?
I need to replay it honestly.
The TMNT jump.
Yeah. The music in this game, unbeatable music in this game. This game probably had the best. Honestly, it probably had the best soundtrack. This being the best soundtrack, and then A Plague Tale after.
Yeah, hey boy.
Okay, let's all agree that a soundtrack don't make the game though. But I get.
I mean, in a beat 'em up, it is. If a soundtrack is trash and a beat 'em up, it'll stick out like a sore fucking thumb. But
had me on the verge of tears, bro. That shit was beautiful, boy.
Yeah, soundtrack in that game is beautiful.
So you'll listen to a soundtrack of a game that's whack. Like this is crazy.
What?
Go ahead though. No, go ahead to Gears of War.
I mean, games have different importances on soundtracks. I think overall music is very important in video games. But that's a conversation Jack already had on Weapon Wheel. We don't need to retrench that.
Okay, who said it, bro? If the game whack and the soundtrack good, you're not gonna keep playing it. Like, come on, bro.
I'll remember the soundtrack though. So okay.
All right.
Gears of War Ultimate Edition. First time playing through Gears of War 1. I think the game is really great. Really, really great. Gears of War 2. I think it improves on basically every part of Gears of War 1 and put in like great set piece sequences, like some Uncharted type shit. That was very well done. Better score, better gameplay variety, more gameplay variety, better pacing, all of that. I think best in the series by far. Yeah, best in the series by far. At least single player wise. I'm not sure multiplayer wise. Unfortunately, I emulated. Ghostwire Tokyo, also basically like the definition of mid, a little bit above mid. I think it's like a 5.5, maybe a 6. It's
Why is that?
It's a serviceable game. Gameplay was pretty. The gameplay is like the only like driving factor in that game. It was the only thing that kept me going. Everything else is pretty mediocre. The music, the story was uninteresting. The visuals were lackluster.
Damn.
The open world segment.
I mean, that's subjective opinion though.
Yeah,
of course. I mean, hey, it is his opinion. So
yeah. Open world wise, the side missions were pretty monotonous. They didn't really add much in terms of value. It was more a lot of fluff, a lot of collectathons. It was serviceable. It was entertaining gameplay. That's the only reason I continued to play it for so long and beat it. Tiny Tina, Wonderland. I think that game was honestly a great step up from Borderlands 3.
Oh yeah.
That game, Borderlands 3, was not funny at fucking all. Terrible villains. Tiny Tina is one of the best characters in the Borderlands franchise, and her doing her own thing was well done. I think the gameplay was a good difference. It wasn't dramatically different, but the way that they progressed the story and how she was literally the what do you call it? The Grand Master.
I think it's the Dungeon Master or something like that.
Yeah, the Dungeon Master. How she progressed that, I think that was very well done and cute. Yeah, very good. Stray, I think was great game. Very, very well done. Very in terms of gameplay direction, very well done in terms of gameplay direction. Great exploration puzzle game with great music, very good music, and atmosphere. Tales of Arise, probably I guess the best JRPG I beat this year. I don't know if I beat many, but Tales of Arise, honestly, probably actually I rated it. I think I rated it lower than Berseria, didn't I? Oh crap. I think actually, I think Tales of Arise is the best in terms of gameplay for sure for the Tales series. I think it is still second to Berseria overall in terms of story. I think story wise, Berseria is still the best that I've played. I've beaten 3 for Vesperia, and Arise. But yeah, I think that's the best. Industria, I think is a great indie game. Oh, actually, no. Sorry, I said great. No, I think it's a serviceable indie game that is, nice or at least is a cute trying to be a successor or, like a spiritual successor to a Half-Life 2. I think graphically it looks really good, especially on PC. But it has a lot of bugs and had crashing issues. Atmosphere was good, gameplay was decent, but overall, I think it was story had a lot to be desired. Then I beat Spider-Man on PC. Great game. Then I beat Gears of War 3 on PC. I think this was it was really good, though I do think it was a step down from 2 in terms of story. And maybe a little bit in pacing, but I think still very solid set pieces. Still definitely a step up versus 1. So there's that. Then I beat Cult of the Lamb. Cult of the Lamb was a very addicting, very, very great game. I love Devolver.
Yeah, I've been needing to get that. My bad. I'm going to get that though.
Very good. I love Devolver. One of the I think my personal favorite publisher of
yes, sir.
Currently. Yeah, that game is absolutely fantastic. I never played a game like that where you have to manage a actual community, build up a community, manage it, and plus, the actual what do you call it? Roguelike, the roguelike combat when you're actually going into the dungeon or whatnot. Very addicting, appealing. Next game, A Plague Tale Requiem. Game is fire. Absolutely loved it.
I still gotta finish that. That's one of the 3. Plague's Tale, God of War, and Horizons is. I would like to, if I can get those games beaten by the end of the year, I'd be great. So.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
You still ain't beat Horizons?
Push you can.
Nah, man. Like, I haven't.
Yeah, A Plague Tale Requiem. I think the game's fantastic. Ending, beautiful.
Yo. I'm sorry.
And that shit did make me tear up. I'm not gonna lie. Music, fantastic. Graphically, it is. In my opinion, it's the best graphically game I beat this year. I beat Callisto as well, but I still think A Plague Tale, in terms of scope and overall detail, I think A Plague Tale is still better. But obviously, Callisto wins in like facial animation and that for sure. But overall, Plague Tale, beautiful game. I love the gameplay. Very well done. Sackboy, A Big Adventure. I beat that. I think honestly, this was a really good Sackboy game. I thought it was really good. And it's funny as fuck because in terms of like Sony games, it's like the most demanding Sony game on PC. Like this literally put at one point my 4090. This is around the time I got it. It put my 4090 to like 40 FPS. I was like,
it has to be some sort of
like,
optimization or the engine is super demanding because there's no way that in hell that game should be that demanding.
No, the thing is, it was they added the game on PS5. It doesn't have any ray tracing. On PC, they added like 4 ray tracing effects, and I just put them all on. I maxed out the settings. Ray tracing is automatically like one setting turned on is like 30% performance loss already. But like, yeah, the game is very, very. I think the game is very good. Great soundtrack as well. Good music.
We still doing your games beat, right?
I'm almost done. Yeah, I like 5 left. I'm almost done.
Chris was right.
I'm not talking as much as Sad Boy was about each game, so chill. COD. I think COD Modern Warfare 2 was a great game. Single player wise, I do think it's a step up over 2019. Multiplayer wise, maybe not as much, more of a lateral movement, but overall, I think Modern Warfare 2 is amazing. Spider-Man Miles Morales beat that again on
the
PC.
maps suck though, bro. The maps and the way the guns are put like balanced.
Well, they got shipment on there now. That shit's fun.
Yeah, but
chaos.
that don't count. That don't count. Like I'm saying, the overall, like the way they like Treyarch, man, they just better at it. Like Cold War was just so much better. But I mean, go ahead, keep going.
I agree with that though. In terms of maps, I think Cold War is probably better, but I think Modern Warfare 2019 had worse maps still versus 2. I think 2's maps are still better than that. So I mean, a step up is a step up. I'll take it. Then I beat Miles Morales again on PC. The first game I tried with frame generation.
Hey, you want to gift that game to me too, so I can add that to my games beat list this year?
Oh man, this man.
Come on, does Steam allow like games that you own to like you could just gift it if you're done with it?
No, you have to purchase it.
Wait, so you can't gift like your license to me?
No.
Damn.
No, hold up, bro.
No, that's crazy. No, that's
Let's read by every GPU when it first come out, bro. Come on.
What do you mean?
You can't gift this.
Yeah.
No. I thought I thought for some reason I don't know why I thought you can like gift licenses on PC. Like if you like have a game and you didn't want the license, you can like I thought you can give it away. It would be dope. Xbox, do that. Hurry up.
Yeah, that's an interesting concept. I'm not gonna lie. That is actually a pretty cool idea.
It wouldn't be for 100 like the actual retail though, would it? Like that would be weird.
Yeah.
But anyway, go ahead, because that's that 24-hour check-in thing. So gotta be careful.
Yeah, true. But yeah, this is the first game I beat with frame generation, DLSS 3, PC shit. Very interesting. I think frame generation is going to be the future of how we're going to get past bottlenecks and actually do full ray tracing and path tracing on like new games in the future, not just like old 15-year-old games. But yeah, I do think actually after playing Miles Morales again, I do think it's actually better than 2019 or 18. So there's that. Evil West, middling game. I think the combat was great. Certain aspects. Story was ridiculous. Characters are okay.
Get that.
Yeah. Characters are okay. Decent humor. Next game, Callisto Protocol. Like I already said, I personally think is a great game. I know other people have issues with it. They have, points of contention or whatnot. But I like it a lot. And graphically, it looks amazing. What else? I beat? I also beat. What's the game? Oh, High on Life. I haven't put it on here, but yeah, I beat High on Life. I think that game is more middling. Personally, I didn't find it very funny. I thought I would find it funny because I do like Rick and Morty, but I honestly I don't know. Most of the jokes did not hit. The combat was middling as well.
Yeah.
Music was okay. Story was.
What do you mean by middling? It's
as in more middling. I mean like 5 out of 10 in terms of like
it was
one out of 10. Like it's more middling. I don't think it's as bad as like Trek to Yomi. I think Trek is literally a 5, whereas I think this game is more like a 6.
Damn.
I mean, if I don't find it that funny, what else does it really have? It doesn't.
Hold on, bro. No, he cool with
just being serious.
Bro. Yeah, but like it's like we know like the target of humor they was going for. So it's like
no, I know.
I get that you don't find it funny, but like like it's I don't know, bro. It's just the humor was like I heard you say some of the shit they saying in there. Like, so I don't get why people be like so far off. Like, I don't see why people like, bro. I heard you say some of the shit they saying. But you know,
I'm not funny. I guess I don't know.
You sitting up here saying all these other games that wasn't really that great. You know, giving them more praise. So, I don't know, bro.
I mean, without the humor, that's basically all that games was riding on. To be honest, like the combat, the story, the characters, they're not very compelling necessarily. So
well,
I mean,
like
what
Track
else was
the
the game
Yomi?
riding on?
Like, are you serious? Like you, that's what I'm saying. Like you saying, like the character wasn't that compelling. So the character was that compelling in Trek the Yomi, is what you telling me?
No, I said Trek to Yomi is a worse game. I said it's a 5.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Not listening.
I thought you. Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
Trek
man.
is a 5. High on Life is like a 6, maybe a 6.5. So, yeah, I think High on Life is okay, but yeah, I don't know. Rick and Morty, I find funny. This didn't really hit. And then last game I beat was Portal RTX. Holy crap, that game looks fucking insane, bro. True path tracing is the future of lighting. If you ever want to see an actual game that I don't even know, like that actually like looks like real life, or in terms of lighting, or just like some type of portrayal of like what future rendering of lighting is going to be, look at Portal RTX, watch a review on it, or like even like Quake 2 or Quake 2 RTX, or like Minecraft. Like path tracing is the future of lighting. It changes how you view lighting. It looks like real life, essentially. It's because we're so used to game lighting, it looks like real life. And that game overall, I think is a great game.
I'm so sick of tracing. But
path tracing, brother.
Tracing, ray tracing, A tracing, U tracing. I don't know. But I think it's all freaking overrated. But carry on.
No, that's it. I stop at 26 for right now. But yeah, path tracing is the future, brother. Let's go.
Okay. All right. 10 best games of the year. Now, I'm going to I didn't think this out. But let's give our 10 best and let's try to merge them. Chris, let's start with you. If you're there. All right. He's probably at Best Buy. All right. So let's start with Sad Boy. Just give me 10 games that you think would be like. All right, Chris must be back because he.
Okay.
All right, just start with you, Chris.
Yeah, no, I'm home. My 10 best games. I don't know if I'm a number in order. I'm just gonna name my 10 best ones. Elden Ring, definitely Xenoblade Chronicles 3, God of War Ragnarok, Seafood, Horizon Forbidden West, Splatoon 3, Bayonetta 3, Live Alive. What else came out this year that I played? I'm trying to think of the games that actually came out. Oh, Crisis Core, Reunion, and what is that, like 8 or 9? I think that's like 8. So 2 more. Crisis Core, Reunion, Animutationum, which is an indie game, and
you said, all right, so just I have Elden Ring, God of War, Bayonetta, Crisis Core. I think I'm missing something. Oh, Horizon, right?
Yeah, okay, so Xenoblade Chronicles 3, Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Crisis Core, Horizon Forbidden West, Sifu, Animutationum, Live Alive, Triangle Strategy, and Splatoon 3. That's 10.
This is gonna be hard to merge everything.
Yeah, and those are all games that came out this year in particular, 2022 releases.
All right. Well, I feel like you mean more than 3, more than 10. I mean,
long names, I guess.
All right, so I don't have them in the order that you listed, but I'm just all right. I got Elden Ring, God of War, Bayonetta, Crisis Core, Amputation, Horizon Forbidden West, Xenoblade Chronicles, Sifu, Splatoon 3, Live Alive. That's 10. But I know you said one more that I'm missing.
No, I mean I'll just go with those 10. That's fine.
All right, so this is Chris. All right, Bless. And we don't need a paragraph or a summary for each one.
Nigga.
I'm just wanted to, just get your quick 10.
Nigga, I already gave.
I just said how many. Those were the 50 games you beat. What was the 10 that you think are the top 10 for the year that came out this year?
Number 1 is Elden Ring.
All right, so Elden Ring consensus number 1 so far. Okay.
You could put TMNT Shredder's Revenge as number 2.
Okay.
Cult of the Lamb is number 3. A Plague Tale Requiem number 4.
Okay.
Only came out this year.
Mm-hmm.
COD. Hold on. Should I do COD? Yeah, I guess COD. Number 5.
But that's Modern Warfare 2, right?
Yeah. Damn, I beat a lot of games that don't come out this year. I'll say do Tunic number 6. Number 7, Tiny Tina. Number 8, Stray.
Ew.
Damn, y'all hate Stray, man.
Okay, what else?
Why?
No, I mean, I don't hate it. I just didn't think it was that good.
It was average. I thought it was a little overrated, but personally, but it was okay. It was decent.
Oh, you got 2 more, buddy.
The story was good though.
9, Callisto. Damn, what do I put for 10? Yikes. I don't even know.
You said Kirby, right?
I think I already did, right?
No, you didn't.
Wait, what? Oh, shit. Put Kirby as like... Shit.
I'll replace it
with... Put that like 5.
All right, so I'm going to put Kirby at number 5, Modern Warfare number 10.
That's cool.
All right. Sad Boy.
Yeah, I ain't really got that many, but these are the ones that I'm really that I really want to be up on there. The Plague Tale Requiem.
All right, give
me my 1.
Hold on. Plague Tale Requiem is number 1.
Yeah, for sure.
The Plague. Okay.
Tunic for number 2.
Tunic. Okay.
Somerville for number 3.
Okay.
And then High on Life.
Okay.
And then Trek to Yomi.
Trek to Yomi. All right.
Yeah, those are the ones. Those are the ones.
You got a top 5 essentially, right? So
yeah.
All right, cool. You didn't do Elden Ring?
No, like because I would, but I haven't beat it. Like I haven't had time to beat it. But like I would have loved to. Yeah,
you don't have to beat it to rank it though. As well, like I mean,
well, yeah. The Elden Ring will be like 1 for real.
Right.
For what I've played thus far.
So
yeah.
all right, so I can put it at number 1. Okay.
Yeah, it's like top 6. Like.
Okay. Come on, hurry up. What the hell is this not? Elden Ring. Okay. And Nick.
All right, look, I'm gonna go like this, bro. Forbidden West, God of War, Dying Light 2, Modern Warfare.
Wait, you're talking too fast. Horizon Forbidden West.
Yeah.
God of War.
Rat. Yep.
Dying Light 2. Okay.
Modern Warfare 2. Midnight Fight Express. I'm trying to only use. All right. Sifu. Tokyo.
Tokyo what?
Ghostwire
Tokyo, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm about like a couple hours from the finish in that game.
You putting Tokyo up there?
Yeah, I don't think
it's I mean, I like you. I see the picture I make, and y'all judge stuff on like third person. But anyway, High on Life. I'll put Blade Point at the end because I still play that and I enjoy it.
Blade Point.
Y'all don't put multiplayer games up there, but
the Naraka game, right?
True.
Yeah.
True. I only list the games. Well, beat games. I mean, fucking Multiverses is fire. I need to play more of that shit though.
All right.
Yeah, that is. It's pretty decent.
All right, so this is gonna be hard. Let me give my quick listen, and by the time I make my video, this shit's probably gonna change. But my number one would be shit. I'm gonna go with there was a fucking A, bro. I'm gonna go with Elden Ring.
Yeah, it's never change.
Number two is going to be I'm going to give it to Still Rising, one of my favorite games this year. Number three,
I bought that. I need to play it.
High on Life. Number four, the Callisto Protocol. I feel like that might Callisto, yeah. So Protocol. Number five, I'm going to go with. Oh man! All right, number five. I'm gonna have to go with
Crossfire X.
Hey, you funny,
hey,
bro.
Yo, I ain't even finished that drink. Like, I ain't even gonna hold you.
The fact that game came out this year is fucking hilarious. No one remembers it.
Ew.
All right, you know what? I have to urge you. I'm gonna put this is I didn't beat God of War, but I know it's a definitely a top 3 games. So I'm gonna put that as a number 2. I didn't finish it, but I already know what I'm getting. So I will give that. I'll give God of War Ragnarok number 2, number 3 Still Rising, number 4 High on Life, number 5 the Callisto Protocol. I'm gonna give number 6 to I'm gonna give it to
Horizon.
Nah, As Dust Falls.
Hey yo.
Number 7.
That's great story.
I'm gonna give to.
I need to play that game.
Well, anybody else play that crap?
Well, I haven't yet. Like I just.
I heard it's good from a story perspective.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas ain't playing it. It's over with.
Nah, I know. I ain't playing that.
Number 7, I'm gonna give to Asterigos.
Nick stay capping, bro.
I need to play Asterigos.
Asterigos Curse of the Stars. That's fucking epic. Number 8, I'm gonna give to. This was, you said you like Shadow Warrior 3. Shadow Warrior 3 is pretty good, but there was a game that came out that was 10 times better, and that was Bright Memory Infinite.
Oh man,
that was Infinite was incredible, worth every.
Let me play Shadow Warrior 3 first. Like he says, it's short.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot that came out on Xbox this year. I was about to say, like, wait, what?
Yeah. The console version. I forgot. Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's definitely a better game.
Well, isn't that game that released like day one on like PS Now or some shit like that?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Well, Shadow Warrior 3. Yeah. I'm too freaking.
I never
trophy
played it.
away from the platinum, and I can't get it because it left the subscription. So and I was like, I'm not paying 50. I ain't paying the 50 for it, bro. Like I'm gonna have to wait till that shit and go back in the PlayStation Plus. All right. So the last two games. Oh man, I want to give it to. Man, I'm gonna give it to A Plague's Tale and Tinykin.
Once you beat A Plague's Tale, it's gonna move.
Yeah, I think
you're only like a few hours in, right?
Yeah, I think I'm only on like chapter 3 or something like that.
Oh yeah, it's gonna definitely move up. But fair enough.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, that Plague's Tale about to have you in a chokehold, huh?
So overall, right? Based off the count, right? Based off the count, overall, the number one, just eye count,
is Elden Ring.
Because
Elden Ring
yes,
is
sir.
Xbox Game of the Year.
Xbox Game of the Year.
Planet Xbox is Game of the Year. It's Elden Ring.
Yeah, but Planet yeah, like and for game number 2. All right, so
it has to be Ragnarok, right?
Yeah, because you got Ragnarok for Chris, Ragnarok for me, Ragnarok for Nick. Yeah. So number 2 is God of War Ragnarok.
That's crazy. Like how that's in the second spot.
Yeah, I always got to play little bro to Elden Ring, though. You already know.
I would say God of War definitely deserves like the number 2 spot. For me personally, it'll be Xenoblade 3, but no, I'm the only one here that plays.
Yeah, So number 3, this is where it becomes weird. All right, so number 3, I have Chris got Xenoblade. Bless has Cult of the Lamb. Nick has Dying Light 2. Sad Boy has Tunic, and I have Still Rising.
Now, I haven't beaten Dying Light 2 yet. I need to. Actually, I was going to play it, but I saw you guys went live. So far, it's a good game. So maybe it would have been on my list. Dying Light 2.
Dying Light 2, I've played it.
I haven't played it yet.
I don't know how far I am into it, but I didn't beat it. It's just a game that I stopped playing. I'm trying to think. Do we have a common 4 or 5? That's all common.
What about Horizon? Is that what is a multiple list? Because you got to do ones that are in like multiple lists.
There's multiple lists, right?
Yeah.
So Horizon's in Chris. Horizon is not in Bless's list. Horizon's in Nick's list. It's Nick's number 1. It's Nick's number 1. So.
But Bless, you ain't play Rat, or are you waiting for them to come on PC?
Either or, I don't know. If it hits $30, maybe I'll play it on PS5. But I know it's coming to PC.
Yeah, it runs pretty well.
I'd rather play it on
PS5.
I'd rather play it in the best possible way. So I don't know.
Did you like God of War?
Yeah, it's amazing.
All right,
well,
so
you didn't play
technically,
Ragnarok,
there's two.
2018.
I'm talking Forbidden West can be number 3 for the simple fact that it's in the top. It's Banks number 1, and it's Chris is number. What number was it on Chris' list?
It was like 3 or 4.
It was like 3 or 4. Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, that takes us about.
All right. So Horizon Forbidden West number 3. This is gonna be ironic.
Does Tunic take 4th? Maybe?
I would say Tunic takes 4th because it has 2 votes. Is Sad Boy number 3? Is Bless is number 6?
Hold on, Smooth. Didn't you number 4? Because I have Bayonetta 3 on my list.
You do have Bayonetta on your list.
Don't you have Bayonetta on your list as well too? Bayonetta 3?
Me?
Yeah, didn't you say something about like when you were mentioning the top 10 games this year? Did you say Bayonetta 3?
Not
or
for
no,
me.
I'm not tripping.
No, I gave
mind.
credit to God of War and A Plague Tale, and those are games that I played this year that I didn't beat, but is recognized as top 10 games.
Yeah, I started Bayonetta, but I kind of just dropped it after, I don't know, lost interest. I'll go back to it though.
I see Tunic, and how many times do I see Sifu? I see Tunic twice, and I see Sifu twice.
No.
Well, at what position?
But Tunic is higher on both than Sifu is. So
give it to Tunic then.
Yeah, Tunic gets that spot then.
And then
give it to Tunic, and then next will be Sifu.
Then the next one, number 5, is Sifu. All right.
Okay.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody in here like that more than Sifu. That's crazy.
I
mean, it's high on the list, Lil bro. What you want?
Yeah, dog.
Nah, I heard.
Y'all some capping ass dudes, bro.
I played
Tunic yet, but Nick, from everybody that I know that played it, and real people that I trust, they say Tunic is actually pretty fire, bro.
Yeah, the game is fire.
All right, the next game based off voting, I see High on Life 3 times. So High on Life should actually move ahead of Sifu and Tunic.
Man.
Because High on Life is on
my list.
High on Life is on NickBanks' list. And High on Life is on Sad Boy's list. So High on Life is at number...
It's at the bottom of my list.
It's number 5 on Sad Boy, is number 6 on yours, and it's number 4 on mine. So yeah, they are like, I mean... But it's still nobody else voted for Sifu or Tunic outside of the two. So that if we think about that, the in the law of averages, right?
Yeah, you gotta add them up and divide by 2. Add up their all right. So Tunic. So 3 and 6. Hold on. All right. You gotta make me do some stupid math. All right. 3 plus 6 divided by 2. Is 4.5, so that's pretty much a 5 rank for Tunic, right? And so let's look at Sifu. Sifu is on Chris. I'm showing it at like 8 on your list, and I'm showing it at 6 on this dude's list. So 8 plus 6 divided by 2. That's a 7. So that's it's a 5 versus a 7. So yeah, so that means Tunic wins, right?
It should be Tunic, High on Life, then Sifu.
All right. And how many is that so far? Is that 7 or 8?
That we're up to number 7 now. So Sifu was landed at 6. Now this is where hold on. Now
it's gonna get this sketchy.
This is where we're gonna get because everybody has played several games that nobody else played.
All right. So which also means that A Plague Tale probably has to move up, because A Plague Tale is number 4 on Bless. It's number 2 on Sad Boy, and it's number 9 on mine.
Oh yeah.
It needs to.
It has to move up. It has to be like 4.
Then it's that will put it at 4. A Plague Tale. All right. So A Plague Tale, Tunic, High on Life, Seafood. Now then you also consider we seen Callisto a couple times. We got Callisto number 9 on Blesses, and then we have Callisto Sad Boy. Is Callisto in your top? Sad Boy, you there?
Hello?
You might have stepped away.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, should I step away for a minute? Yeah, I didn't even put it there.
Oh, so you didn't rank it. So it's not in your top 10.
Nah.
Okay. All right, so It's on my list at number 5. Is on Bless at number 9. So that would put it at number 8.
Number 8. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Not bad.
Which now the final 2 spots is because after that I don't see many. There's not any
duplicates?
repeats. Yeah, there's no more duplicates. It's more so like okay.
Yeah, one
I
off.
think Chris has games that are. I think that
I got
commercially,
that nobody played.
Yeah, that nobody played that commercially probably would land in a top 10.
I mean, we can.
Yeah,
what we can do.
Xenoblade was nominated for Game of the Year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah, we can name games that we haven't beaten, but we have played.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to help it out. So I mean, I've started Band at a 3.
All right, so I did I played Dying Light. I didn't finish it. I played I haven't finished Ghostwire Tokyo, but I'm damn near at the end. I don't know if it's a top 10 game though.
You don't think it's better?
Better than is it better than Dying Light? I would probably say since I've got further through Ghostwire than I did Dying Light, and I'm playing it on like a handicapped PC apparently. So
Nigga never uses DLSS, bro.
But then okay, so how can we say this, man? Damn. Oh, wait a minute.
I mean, give us some options of what you guys consider highly.
We're literally talking about 9 and
games.
10, 9 and 10, right?
Yeah, 9 and 10.
Yeah, but like
real.
games that.
Oh,
that
it has to go to Modern Warfare 2
Oh, Modern Warfare 2.
because it's number 10 on Bless's list, and Modern Warfare is number 9 on no, it's number 4 on NickBanks' list.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
yeah, then I guess that's number 9 then.
And then number 10 could be a game that some of us has played, but we just haven't formally put on, you know, because we haven't beaten it. We could do that.
I don't know pretty much every game that
I'm-
I played this year I beat. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, my vote is gonna go for damn. I have to show. I'm gonna have to show some Xbox some love. I'm voting for As Dust Falls.
This nigga. Gotta show Xbox some love.
And guys, why didn't you vote for Crossfire, baby? Or Grounded?
Grounded was good, but it's like I know it officially came out in 2022, but it's been playable since 2020.
It's one of the best survival games, bro.
You said what?
In the category it's in, it's doing pretty good.
What Grounded?
I mean, it is good. Yeah,
Grounded's awesome. It's
What
awesome.
about Pentiment? I heard that was good. Nobody played
Pentiment
that.
is very,
Pentiment?
very unique. It's unique enough that I can't even get into it.
I like it, bro.
Yeah.
You're really trying to give the last game to just some random Xbox game instead of a game that we actually listed? What the fuck is going on?
Well, I ain't gonna lie, you got me right there, bro.
What is happening right
There's
now?
so much that I ain't.
My vote will be Xenoblade 3, but nobody else.
Which like I said, like that's I haven't turned on my Switch in the calendar year of 2022, so I can't vote for a Switch game. I can like I don't
think you would. Yeah, you wouldn't like that game because I know you're not into those type of games. So
I mean, all right. So, what are some games that you guys like most that haven't been listed yet? Let me try.
I like Ghostwire.
You
like
mean
Ghostwire
that,
Tokyo, and I like Dying Light 2, but I like As Dust Falls better than both. So
okay,
personally, I vote for Crisis Core, and that is a game that's on the Xbox as well.
it is. I just haven't played it because Square Enix sucks balls.
All right. I haven't played that one at all.
I got a question for y'all. That's what I was about to say when I was naming my games.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a game that came out last year that you was you didn't play yet, but you know you're gonna get to it? Now, I'm gonna just say mine so you understand how.
Like
Cyberpunk.
Evil West.
Cyberpunk. Yeah, like
It ain't come out last year.
That shit came out 2 years ago.
Yeah, Cyberpunk was like 2020, bro.
The main games I didn't.
It just released like
that I didn't
finally.
play. That I want to play Resident Evil 8. I still haven't played that.
Excuse me, y'all. I have to go. I have to cook ribs, so I will talk to you dudes later.
All right.
It was a great time being here, yo. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, man. Thank you.
All right.
Let's see. I mean, okay. So the options are. Honestly, I might just go with Dying Light 2. Unless you have Sad Boys list, right?
No, I'm saying that you haven't even started yet. Like you wanted to get around to.
I totally vote Xenoblade. Bye.
He votes Xenoblade.
Well, there you go. That's two Xenoblades right there.
He came in just to throw
That's two Xenoblades right there. Two Xenoblades.
Yeah.
All right. Xenoblade Chronicles. What is it? 3, 2?
It's 3.
Yes, sir.
Xenoblade Chronicles.
I mean,
nominated for Game of the Year. You know what I mean? So,
I mean, Nintendo niggas deserve less, so I don't know if I want to give it to that.
Fuck it.
Yeah, Nintendo niggas definitely deserve less though. But
that game was amazing.
This is going to be crazy. If we agree to this,
I want to say Dying Light 2. Honestly, I don't know.
All right. So the thing is, like, I will vote Dying Light 2. I'm like I said, my vote. I have 3 games that I will vote for the final spot. Is either As Dusk Falls, Dying Light 2, or Ghostwire Tokyo. Because I've either beaten or have gotten significant time in the 3.
My votes will be Xenoblade 3, Crisis Core, and I don't want to name another exclusive, so I'm thinking of a multi-plat. What multi-plat did I play this year that I'll put up there? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. What multi-plat did I play? You know what's crazy? I mostly played exclusives this year, for the most part.
Yeah,
I don't know. I never played Gotham Knights.
I didn't play Gotham Knights either. Yes.
I just bought that shit.
Gotham Knights. I didn't play Modern Warfare. I didn't play Callisto. Yeah, there was a bunch of multiplayer I actually didn't even get to play this year.
You weird. How dare you?
Yeah, I got 27 games beat, but most of those were exclusives.
All right, guys don't want to vote for As Dusk Falls. All right, I mean, if Dying Light 2, I would probably. I'll give it to Dying Light 2.
Nice.
So that's 2 votes for Dying Light 2.
NickBanks.
Where you going, Nick?
Wait, it's on his list. It's on his list, so it's automatic.
Oh, it's on his
list. Dying Light 2 is on NickBanks' list. It was like high 2. It's like number 3, I think. Yeah.
Oh shit.
So
it went by default.
By
default. Little niece, no Nintendo.
Yeah, it was my third one.
All right, so the Planet Xbox Panel's Game of the Year over the podcast. Vote for top 10 games of 2022. This is not my top 10. This is not Chris's top 10. It's just a matter of votes. Is Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, A Plague's Tale Requiem, Tunic, High on Life, Sifu, The Callisto Protocol, Modern Warfare 2, and Dying Light 2.
That's crazy how 2 PS exclusives are in the top 3.
Planet Xbox. This Planet Xbox. The votes.
I mean, to be fair, Xbox didn't really give you much to vote for this
much
year.
to work with, bro. Like it was going to be a multi-plat. If anything, it would have been a list full of multi-plats. If I had like a pure Xbox panel, it literally would have been top 10 multi-plats with a little bit of grounded and a little bit of As Dusk Falls and High on Life. Probably would have been
Pentiment would have been on. Yeah, Pentiment would have been on there.
Yeah. Shout out to Sony's timed exclusives, dog.
Yeah, so
Sifu. Oh, are you excited for Sifu finally coming to Xbox? Smooth.
I'm happy. Yeah, I'll leave them alone. I ain't gonna play it though. Unless it's on Game Pass.
It comes with an easy mode now. Smooth.
Oh,
Because with the easy mode.
Okay, I'll
You
give it
never
a try.
played it, Smooth? You
Nah,
never played it?
I never played it.
Oh man, it's not that bad.
Nah,
It's not as bad as you think.
It's actually a pretty good game, man. I really enjoyed it.
Are you going off that previous game, Absolver? Are you going off of what they created before?
I'm going off what they created before. They created Absolver.
Okay, good.
That game was ass. So.
Well, it's a totally different direction that they was going into. This is actually a story. Like it has a good story. It's pretty much more like it's not. First of all, it's not a co-op multiplayer. So that right there, you got to try it.
Okay.
Yeah, Absolver was co-op and shit, in like open world type shit, but this is different.
Mm-hmm. Even though I liked Absolver, I liked it. I was a fan of it. Like
I liked it.
I was in the school and everything.
Okay. Yeah. How the hell do you spell Requiem? There we go. Never mind.
You gotta publish this list.
Yeah, I'm publishing on Twitter right now.
I bet.
Yeah, my list is gonna look a lot different.
They're gonna roast this list on Twitter because they'll be like, "No one played the Xbox. You got PlayStation game." they're gonna roast the list.
Yeah, all right, so it's there. Oh Lord, yeah. So I'm curious to see how that feedback's gonna be. But yeah, man. That was that's pretty much. He said rectum. That's the correct spelling.
Rectum. What the fuck?
You guys, oh man,
he's bugging.
So for example, shout out to everyone. Like I said, I'm not sure what we're going to be doing next year. Yes, I am looking for a cast because, like I said, and I'm open to moving the time. This Saturday mornings more so was like a test for like the panel to see what time works. I still prefer to do it like a Saturday. It doesn't have to be at 11 o'clock in the morning. It could be a little bit later. But just trying to find the best time possible. And the best consistent. Why can I speak today? Consistent,
bro.
Yeah, consistent panel possible. 2022 was great.
I should be coming more consistently now. Smooth.
Cool.
On Saturdays.
All right. 2023 hopefully will be better. We will see you guys next year. Hit that what's up? What you about to say?
I was gonna say, you want to talk about the last piece of bad news for Eggbug with the
what happened?
The more CMA shit, honestly.
You talking about the Activision thing?
No, they was talking about basically the
that shit
games
getting old, bro. That shit getting too played out, bro.
Yeah, it was basically like all the games that they're never gonna come to.
Oh
Xbox
yeah, the Final Fantasy 7, the games I've said that would never come to Xbox. Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 16, Silent Hill 2 remake, and then there was another game.
Bloodborne.
Oh yeah, Bloodborne.
That's why I was like, it's like, all right, bro. Now y'all just throwing. It's just like Sony when Sony says stupid shit. It's like y'all just because even what like they even named Astral Chain as a third party, IP.
Yeah, I mean
as well too. When Astral Chain is literally fully owned by Nintendo. Like that's technically even it's developed by Platinum Games, and then we had this people had these stupid arguments on Twitter. Was like, well, no, first party means that it has to be developed by first party developer. You know what I mean? And I was like, no, that's not true because if you go off of that, then Super Smash Brothers isn't a first party IP because Bandai Namco develops it. It's the same thing with Mario Tennis. Like if Nintendo say, hey, the next mainline Mario is being outsourced to a third party studio, are you gonna say that's not first party? Like no, that makes no sense. But we all know this. We all know PlayStation pays for big exclusives, and their contracts are pretty fucking like locked down. You know what I mean? Or for some of these games, not all of them that they do, right? But for some of these games, they completely locked down. Obviously, the Final Fantasy 7 remake. To me, I've been saying for the past 2 years that game isn't coming to Xbox until all 3 games come out. Mm-hmm. Sony has the lock on all 3 games, right? It's a trilogy, right? So after all 3 games come out, then that's when I believe that they'll make an Xbox port or something like that. The same thing with FF16 and whatever. But it became this thing where people think that every single game that skips Xbox is because PlayStation is paying for it. No, that's not true. PlayStation pays for the big ones, but you can't blame Mega Man Battle Network on PlayStation because that's also releases on Switch. You can't blame the Nihon Falcon games that they just announced, Switch, PS4. No, because PlayStation don't give a fuck about these smaller games like that. They don't pay for those exclusive. You can't say Mega Man was paid by PlayStation to keep off Xbox when Mega Man was premiered at a Nintendo Direct and is launching on Switch day one. It was like these stupid conversations and shit like that. But that's something that we all know is like PlayStation pays for big exclusives, and they made sure that motherfucker is logged down at least for a while. You know what I mean? With the only exceptions of games going day one on PC, right? Like Forspoken is a 2-year exclusive, but they'll allow the only other platform that they'll allow it to come on is PC day one. You know what I mean? But if the game's also coming to the Switch, all the games that come to the Switch day one, I guarantee you PlayStation did not pay for those exclusive because PlayStation will they're not gonna be like, oh, this game is coming to the Switch. We're not gonna promote it. We're not gonna market the game, but we're just gonna pay for it for not to come to Xbox. So like, come on, bro. People are being ridiculous at that point. But yeah, I mean, that's something that we all know, man. And honestly, Microsoft have done the same thing, and they got the most money. They could really lock down crazy exclusive if they wanted to, but I don't know why they don't no more.
Because they're for other people, dog.
And you know what I mean? Well, I mean, they kind of are now because they're literally just buying out publishers, right? they kind of are now, right? So like Starfield is going to be I don't see that coming to PlayStation at all, or ever. So, this is the nature of the business, bro.
Yeah, nature of the beast.
If you want to say Sony is petty and fucked up for that, go right ahead because every company does it. Then that means every company is, or at least a platform holder. Nintendo does this shit. Why is Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 nowhere? That shit came out on the Switch like 5 years ago, and that shit is nowhere to be found on the other platform.
Yeah,
I hate to see it. That's the one of the biggest criminal things that they did last gen. That shit was criminal.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's like, you guys know how I feel about the whole thing. And then obviously Jim Ryan's just been quoted saying Game Pass is in the competition. He mocked the low subscriber numbers compared to PlayStation Plus and that they sold more PlayStations than Xbox got subscribers. So that's going around on Twitter. We'll see.
Fucking lying Ryan.
But yeah, man.
Addict got smoke. Huh?
Yeah. Appreciate you guys for tuning in and joining the show. Hit that like button, everyone. For those who showed up, hit the share. You can catch this on demand. I'll try to do better, for next year with the show and also with content. I've been extremely inconsistent, but I recorded the crazy thing. I recorded a lot of gameplay this year. I just haven't had the opportunity to use it. So, but man, I'm wishing you all a very Merry Christmas with your families. Enjoy, and hope you guys get all you want, and hope you guys have an awesome gaming season. We'll see you guys next year. Till then, talk to you guys soon. One love. As always, Xbox is the best box. I am the best bot. Good night or good morning if you're on the other side of the globe. I am out of here. Peace.
Shout out to 1440p Gaming.